You turn the key or push the start button and absolutely nothing happens, or maybe just a single click. It is one of the most frustrating feelings for any driver. If you have scanned your vehicle and pulled up the P0615 trouble code, you are dealing with a malfunction in the starter relay circuit. This is a generic powertrain code that applies to most vehicles made after 1996, covering everything from Fords and Chevys to Toyotas and Hondas. Basically, your car's computer, known as the PCM, is trying to send a signal to start the engine. But it is detecting a problem in the wiring or components that bridge the gap between the battery and the starter motor. This circuit is vital because it includes your battery, ignition switch, fuses, the starter relay itself, and safety switches like the one on your clutch or your neutral safety switch. When this code sets, the severity is usually high because, quite simply, your car often will not start. Aside from being stranded, you might see the check engine light, and in some rare cases, the car might start but act erratically. The causes here can range from a simple blown fuse or a bad relay to a faulty ignition switch, damaged wiring, or even the starter motor itself. Before you run out and buy an expensive new starter, you need to troubleshoot smart. Start by checking the basics. Look for a blown fuse related to the starter circuit in your fuse box. If the fuse is good, swap the starter relay with a similar one in the box, like the horn relay, to see if the car starts. That is a quick trick that can save you a lot of time. If that does not work, you need to visually inspect all the wiring connecting the battery, relay, and starter. Look for corrosion, green buildup on connectors or wires that have rubbed against the frame. If you are comfortable using a digital multimeter, check for 12 volts at the starter when someone holds the key in the start position. If you have voltage but no crank, your starter might be dead. If you have no voltage, you are likely looking at a bad ignition switch or a break in the wiring. Replacing parts blindly is a common mistake here. Often, it is just a cheap relay or a corroded wire, not the expensive starter motor or computer. If you have checked the fuses, swapped the relay, and inspected the wires, but still cannot get it to crank, it is time to call a professional technician to chase down the electrical fault.